Cam Newton under center, offset eye. Harris in the backfield. Ooh. And there's a nice hit by Kenneth Murray. Continues to keep the energy up.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a Week 14 edition of Film Room, powered by YouTube TV. Here with Daniel Jeremiah. DJ, not many silver linings from a loss like that last Sunday, but Kenneth Murray, the rookie, 14 total tackles, 12 solo in his first career NFL sack.
Yeah, it was the best game of Kenneth Murray's young career. It was fun to watch him, and a disappointing afternoon for the team overall, but a really significant performance by Kenneth Murray. You mentioned the 14 tackles and the sack. Let's tee up the sack here for the first one, because there's an old saying, backers on backs equals sacks. And that's exactly what happens here. You're going to see Sony Michel step up in the hole to try and meet Kenneth Murray, and watch Kenneth Murray just go right through him here. Going to sort through the blitz, find the lane, and then just go boom, right off of the back, and then get one of the biggest quarterbacks in the National Football League. Actually, I believe he is the biggest in Cam Newton. Find a way to get him on the ground.
So, DJ, 12 solo tackles. His season high was 6 before this. What changed in number 56 last Sunday?
Well, I thought he just cut it loose. I thought he was able to trust his eyes and then just let that ability take over. And you see it with his range laterally, Chris. That's what gets me most excited about Kenneth Murray, when he can see it, and then you get to see his range on display. This is another example of here. You're going to see him, a linebacker, on the bottom of the screen. Going to be a little play action here. Going to check the ball down to the flat. Get a little bit of confusion there. Ends up running to Michael Davis. Watch him get off this right here. And then just the explosiveness as the ball's caught. You see him show up. And when he does show up, he shows up with bad intentions, with a very explosive tackle, and get up, show you a little emotion as well. This is one thing that I think the Chargers, if you go back through their history, have had the Rodney Harrisons, have had the Junior Seaus. You see it with Derwin James and Joey Bosa. These guys play with passion. And look at him after the play here. This is one of my favorite parts. Give me a little bit of this. This is a bad game for the team. It was a lopsided score, but his energy was outstanding.
I was just going to say, this is what we saw at Oklahoma. And when you're down like this, to have a player, a rookie, play as hard as he was playing deep into that second half and showing that passion, it's infectious.
Here's one more example of it. You talk about that passion. And this one, look, this is going to be a conversion here. It's going to down run on the fly sweep, but just watch the ground that he covers here. You see him at the top. He's going to have to bubble over the top of this wide receiver. But look, there is no hesitation. Once he sees it, Chris, he is sprinting. Look at him digging to pick up ground here and flying across the field. I mean, that is ridiculous, the amount of speed that he shows here on this range to the sideline. That is an elite level when it comes to sideline range.
DJ, did the switch go on for Kenneth? Is this one of those performances where you see a rookie say, okay, I think I got this, and maybe this is something I can build off of?
Yeah, look, as an inside linebacker, an off-the-ball linebacker, as a rookie in the NFL, there can be a lot of responsibility placed on your shoulders. And I think this was the first game we really saw Kenneth Murray say, okay, I know my alignment, my assignment, and now I'm going to play fast. And if you make a mistake, you make a mistake, but make it 100 miles an hour. He was not playing on his heels. He was not hesitant. He was attacking, and he was showing you all that ability that got Charger fans so fired up about his selection in the first round. You've hit a home run with the first round pick in Justin Herbert. And I think this last week against the Patriots, we saw signs there could be another home run in that first round class.
All right, DJ, you look at Atlanta, the passing attack. Last week we were talking about New England and running the football. You got Calvin Ridley and a guy who's been doing it for a long time, 10 seasons in the NFL, and Julio Jones.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley has really emerged as one of the better route runners in the NFL, as an outstanding player. But to me, it still starts with Matt Ryan to Julio Jones. That's what you have to be able to slow down. And if you're going to get up there and press Julio Jones, you're going to see him at the bottom of the screen here. It is a very difficult assignment. Even if you can get a hand on him here, what you see, you're not able to square him up. You're not able to reroute him. He's going to get to the top of his route, and then you still see the ability of Julio, even though he's getting a little bit older. If you don't get him, if you don't slow him down at the line of scrimmage, he's going to build up speed, and he's going to be able to separate down the field. And then once he catches the ball, now you've got the real challenge of trying to get him on the ground. So if you don't get a hand on him at the line of scrimmage and you get a little separation at the top, that's not great. And now once you get Julio Jones in the open field, you've got to find a way to get him on the ground, which is no easy task.
All right, DJ, what's next here on YouTube TV?
One more shot of him here. You're going to see Julio. He is up here at the top again. Try and get your hands on him. Look at his release. A very clean, explosive release. Actually does a pretty decent job, the corner at the top, of staying on his hip, but then gives you that hard nod to the inside. And again, plenty of separation for Julio down the field. And once again, you get another chunk play. And look where the contact is made. He catches the ball right there about the, let's say the 44. And look where this ends up, all the way inside the 30. So it's those hidden yards. Once he's got the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to get on the ground. So if you're the Chargers in this game, if you're going to get up and challenge him at the line of scrimmage, as they say, if you're going to come at the king, you best not miss here, Chris. So if you're going to go up there and press, you better get your hands on him.
And DJ, I mentioned Ridley. It's almost like having two number one receivers on the field collectively as a secondary. What do the Chargers need to do to try to slow this Atlanta passing attack?
Well, I think you got to keep the ball in front of you, and you've got to rally and tackle. And when this defense is at its best, that's what they're doing. You know, you'd like to see some more turnovers down the field. They just haven't happened. But in this game, you got to try to find a way to limit the explosive plays. You got to keep it in front of you, and then it's got to be a great tackling game. We talked last week, this Chargers defense in the secondary is going to be on them to be able to tackle and run support. And this one, it's going to be on them to tackle once the ball is completed. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, they're going to complete balls, but you got to find a way to limit the damage after the catch.